We had just completed tuning into 12-tone equal temperament. And again, what we would consider the edge or our target was to have the chromatic tuner point to 0 straight up. Okay, so let's suppose you're the type of player, and much like myself, quite frankly, is that you do a lot of horn lines, you do a lot of single note melodic type of playing, and so you don't require a full just intonation harmonica. Well, that's the happy medium, and that's called compromised just. And it's quite simple actually, because once you tune it as equal, then the next step is to simply find out which notes in a particular chord need to be flattened. And in the case of our harmonica, let's go back to the blow reed plate. We have the C, E, G. 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole. All right. So the 1 hole will be known as our root. Number 2 will be known as our third. And then of course the number 3 hole, that is our fifth. So that's what makes the chord. So we're going to be focusing on the third. And if you take it down, meaning go flat, -5, -10, you know, taste, okay? I like around 8 myself, so anywhere from 5 to 10 on those flatted thirds, you're going to find sounds really nice. Now in the case of the draw, again, when you talk about chords, well, that's where your G chord is, yeah? So where is the G? Well, the G is on the 2 draw, okay? So hole number 2, we're going to call that our root. Hole number 3 will be our third. And then hole number 4, that's going to be our fifth. Right now I have the blow plate, so I'm going to be working on 2, establishing 2 as my reference tone. Now I want to lower my thirds, and we already determined that's the 2 blow. In this case it's E. I'm going to be lowering that 5 to 8 cents. And the reason why I'm doing that is I am going to be smoothing out the chord. Is because when you have everything up at 0, in an earlier segment I spoke about my friend who was a piano tuner, and he spoke about, and in pianos of course you have two wires for every key that you hit. So it was really a laborious process where he had to tune 2 strings for each one, play the chord, and listen for a pure smooth chord and not have it go da 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 da, not to have any beats in there. Okay, so when we do an equal temperament and you play that chord, it has a tendency to be a little jagged. Let's see if I can demonstrate. So here is a chord that was tuned equal. Not bad. I mean, it sounds good because I'm playing it, but it's not bad. But it could be better. It could be better if we were to take that third and to lower it. It will make for a smoother chord. Let's try this out. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 and 3 back in. Now I only have the 2. I'm going to take metal off the fixed end, right? The rivet end, because I want to slow it down. Okay, looking at the distance that I have, it's going to take a while. So either I use my jeweler's file, or how about the rotary? Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Okay, it's moving, it's moving. Okay, so now I'm in the 5 range, okay? Let's see what that sounds like. Let's do a little bit more. So right now I'm right at -5, which is a good place to start. But now the rest I'm doing by ear, by taste. You know, it's like for those of you who cook, a dash of this and a dash of that. Okay, I like that one. Let's measure it and see. Okay, so in this case it turns out 6, a -6 on our chromatic tuner was just the right amount of salsa that this is going to be a darn good stew right here. Okay, so that's the premise of setting up your just compromised.